It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast with Steve.
Are there smaller sandhills that you would feel more comfortable with, or do you think going to the big ones, which I believe
we're
are
going to the big ones?
Kyle, Silver Lake sand dunes?
I don't know if you've heard this motivational quote before. Go big or go home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Look, if you're not running with the big dogs, I think you're taking up too much space.
Big dog, go woof. Something like that.
And Kyle.
Pick a day. And I will come over here and I will find one of my oldest t-shirts. I'll cut the sleeves off down to about halfway down my belly, and I will properly rub my fingernails in dirt, and then I will not shower for a few days.
Okay, well, now you're just getting offensive.
No, and I'll be ready to go. I need to have that sheen of dirt on me to feel like I'm going to fit in up there.
Again, that is very offensive.
Now, here they are, two guys who are living in style, Steve and Kyle.
Yes, we are. Whew. You all right? You were out partying kind of late last night, weren't you?
Fighting it today, Steve. Fighting it. I can hear it. I can feel it.
We are just hours removed from the third annual, unofficial, official Steve and Kyle podcast, night before the side gig.
Yeah.
Official kickoff weekend party karaoke night.
Yeah. Yeah. And we is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Okay? Because I was there when those opening dulcet tones of our dearly departed friend, the actual 29th lost soul, Gordon Lightfoot.
Not to be confused with the 30th. Well, I don't even know if I want to call him the 30th.
No.
He doesn't even
he's like the honorable mention, but in this it wouldn't be honorable. It would be just mentioned.
Yeah.
So
Cookie.
Mention Cookie. When those dulcet tones hit of the Wreck of the Eddie Fitz, and a crowd of people ran to the stage.
Yeah.
There was at least 10 people on this stage singing the Wreck of the Eddie Fitz, and I looked to my left, and there's our friend Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Steve? Look behind me, there's Jean Giroux. Steve, where you at? We got Chris Pruitt, face painted full up like a tiger. Steve? And you know what they all look to, Steve? They all look to the de facto leader. The second name in this podcast, me.
Do we switch it?
And you know what I do? I do the meme. The hands up, like I'm a waiter. Ooh. And so someone had to take over. And so there we were, 10 of us, smiting the cook.
Yeah.
Very verbally. Tony was very, very rude to the cook and his family from the stage.
Was he?
And
I'd expect nothing less. Thank you, Tony, for fighting the good fight.
Got the DJ in on it.
Really?
The DJ was grabbing his microphone and yelling F the cook.
How did the crowd react?
It was quiet.
Probably in honor of those that we've lost.
That's what I was thinking, was that they were just respecting. But noticeable lack of Steve around. And I apologize. My voice is struggling this morning. And I see you've got the tea because you got a big gig tonight. I think you got another karaoke night or something like that. But there was a noticeable lack of Steve when the Yoki came calling.
I know. I didn't feel good about it, but I was in a time crunch last night. Now the event started at around 7:00.
Yeah,
and I think it was about 15 minutes before I was scheduled to pick you up. You sent me a text saying karaoke doesn't start till 9.
Yeah,
and I said, that changes things a bit because my wife had a commitment last night. Yeah. She's doing some dog sitting for a friend of hers and had to stop into their house like one more time last night to let the dogs out.
Yeah.
And feed the cats or whatever. Which she had to do around 10:30. And so obviously our kids are in bed, and she, to her credit, wasn't real comfortable just leaving the house with the kids in there.
I mean, you don't really know until you give it a whirl. Right?
And it's not like this was I got to pop into the neighbor's house and open the door so the dog can get out. Like, she had to get in the car and drive. They live a couple miles away. And so she had said to me before I was leaving, she was like, hey, can you just try and be home like around around 10 or so, just so I can run over and, do what I got to do. I said, yeah, no problem. This starts at 7. I figure by 9:30, I will have sung at least half a dozen songs.
No question.
Me and Kyle knocking out some Springsteen.
Yep.
Maybe some Zach Bryan. Obviously, we're going to be doing the Wreck of the Eddie Fitz.
Yep.
So when we got there and there was a group on stage that was playing songs, I thought, all right, well, maybe they'll play until like 8, and then they'll be like, hey, let's get karaoke started. No. It was like 9:15 or so when the first person went up on stage to sing.
Yeah, they butted right up to 9 p.m. with their set.
And so I had gotten a song in early thinking, okay, well, I might be able to get one.
Yeah.
So I'd put Me and You down for Glory Days, and it was, so I had to leave I had stretched it. I said, all right, I'll stick around till 9:45. And then I stretched it like another 10 minutes after that or so, just hoping, because they kept saying, all right, Bob's up next and Maria's after that. And
they let you know.
Yeah, they give you
where you are on the list.
So I thought, okay, as soon as I hear Steve and Kyle are up next, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
Going to hope that the person before us does a short song.
Yep.
And then it got a little bit too late and said my goodbyes to no one.
I think I may have gotten a goodbye. I forget. There was a lot going on.
Well, there's a lot of people there, and of course, I'm thrilled that everyone came out.
It was. We said this, not saying this for recording. We said this before the microphones were on. That was a blast.
It was amazing.
I love it. It's one of those things. I don't think I have social anxiety, Steve, but it's one of those where when an event's coming, you're like, gotta go do this.
Kind of stressed about it.
I'm going to this thing, and I don't know if I want to go to this thing. But then you get to that thing, and it's a great time.
Well, that's and especially in this case because our names are attached to it, even though we didn't. We did nothing.
No, we drove there.
It was Chris and Timmy who created the Facebook event, and we literally just copy and pasted all of it and posted it as well. But you kind of have that. I don't know. There's expectations because our name is on it, so it's like, okay, I gotta make sure that I talk to everybody and almost be a host, and that gives me a lot of anxiety.
Yes.
So, but it ended up being so much fun, which of course it did, because every other time we've done something like that, it's a blast. I was very disappointed I didn't get to sing. I did receive a video from your wife.
Well, let me tell you what happened, Steve, because you must have walked out the door, and I would guess so. You and I had spoken about picking a song, okay? But I also didn't know if you did. I didn't know when you did. I didn't know what. I didn't even know what song you picked. That's how kind of out of tune it was. Like you and I weren't right next to each other the whole night. I ran into someone I used to work with. We were with groups inside, outside.
Well, I ran into somebody that you used to work with.
Did not listen to the podcast.
And he said, Steve, right? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, I am a huge fan of your radio show.
Yeah. And then you said, here for the podcast? And he said, huh?
Pretty much.
I did not know what was going on. And then I see a large group charge in the front for the Wreck of the Eddie Fitz. And I say, okay, well, I got to go up for that. So we do. And then the gentleman announces, and now Steve and Kyle. And I think, well, that's weird. And do you know why that's weird?
Because Steve wasn't there?
There was no Steve. So I see there's no Steve. So I quickly...
You turn to the next best thing.
I go and recruit who is legitimately a good singer and a guy who seems to very much enjoy karaoke.
Yeah.
Our friend Tony, who was over. I believe he's also not going to the show tonight. Not a fan. And he...
as long as he buys a ticket, that's all I care about.
That's right. Just get to the box office, pawn it off, whatever. And so he goes, I don't know any Bruce Springsteen. I said, it doesn't matter.
Oh, come on.
And then... I still don't even know what Bruce Springsteen song's about to play.
I was pretty sure that it was either Glory Days or Thunder Road.
Yeah.
We talked about going deep, maybe doing I'm on Fire or like Murder Incorporated. But looking around the crowd, we didn't think that they were really gonna resonate with the group that was there.
Yeah, and we'd also spoken about me doing the female parts of a country music artist duet. So I legitimately had no clue what was coming up.
If you have not listened to the Zach Bryan, Casey Musgraves duet, what is the song called?
I Remember Everything.
I Remember Everything. I listened to it this morning, and I was laughing to myself, thinking how funny that would have been if I do the first part as Zach Bryan, and then you come in doing Casey Musgraves' voice.
And last night, I could have hit those. I was doing a little practice off to the side when you had mentioned that, so I was kind of flexing the vocal cords a little bit to see if I could get there. And I think last night I could have gotten there.
You could have made it, okay?
But again, this was a mini blindside for me when they called, because at that point, what are my options? Kyle's there, Steve's not there. Everybody in this corner of the bar knows that I am Kyle. So my only option is
you got a name tag on that says Kyle.
The only option is I look around and go, where's that guy? Or I 30 seconds before happen to have to go to the restroom for an extended period of time.
Right. And they do the old countdown, Kyle, are you here?
Yeah.
Kyle in 3, Kyle 2, Kyle 1. All right, moving on.
Or I give the DJ the cut sign and say it's not happening, move on.
Right. But that didn't happen.
I can't do that. So yeah, apparently you as you're telling me right now, apparently my wife did take some video.
She did.
I don't know about, you've been on stage much more than me in my life. Okay. You do, it sounds like you guys do stage productions for this side gig of yours, where you go up there and you juggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, juggle.
Juggle fire out of your mouth through a ring of fire.
Juggle and sing.
Beautiful. Can't wait for the fans to enjoy it. But that's not super comfortable for me. So
could have fooled me.
I really black out when I'm there. The 2 times I've now done this, because the only 2 times I've ever done karaoke were 3 years ago at this bar and last night at this bar.
Now, so I got at 10:19.
Okay.
Got a text from your wife, and I had a video in it, and I was just about to go to bed, and I didn't watch it last night. So I woke up this morning. First thing I thought about, I gotta watch this video.
Yeah, and let me tell you, based on the moments that came through the blackout, the crowd did not seem to care for this song either.
It seems like the crowd is not into Bruce Springsteen that much, but I'm into Bruce Springsteen, so I don't care about what the crowd thinks.
Or Gordon Lightfoot.
And
based on a lot of the other song selections that came up around these two, that makes sense. They didn't seem to jive with the crowd mentality. It turned into a lot of, I don't want to call them bros, I didn't interact with them, but it was a lot of college-age kids who were wearing hats with ropes with upside-down words on them, which is a thing. That is now, apparently it's now a thing. That type of crowd was there. So
okay, we need to put that on the poll. Are hats with ropes and upside-down words a college thing?
Yeah. It was pretty noticeable. So I don't think Gordon Lightfoot and Bruce Springsteen was going to resonate with them.
Gordo surprises me though, because that song in this area, it stands alone because it's basically an anthem for the state. Because people are very, very proud of Gordon Lightfoot here.
And it goes to show that what you and I do on a yearly basis when we talk ad nauseum, according to some,
every November,
about the Eddie Fitz, that we are doing a service, keeping the memory of that boat alive.
You know how they say that you die twice.
Yes.
The first time is when you actually die, and but then the second time you die is when somebody says your name for the last time.
Yeah.
If it's up to me, that's never going to happen for Gordo.
No, not in my lifetime. We will do what we can while we're doing this podcast.
You know what I think we have to do, though? We have to stop referencing the cook.
Yes.
Let that guy die again.
That name needs to be gone forever.
No longer referencing Cookie.
Nope. And hopefully his family can do what they want with his tarnished memory. But we need to do what we need to do and move on from that loser who didn't feed the 28 others that day.
But
we digress.
So here you are up on stage.
Oh, look at that.
You pulled Tony up on stage. A very good, if I can't be there, it's like 1 and 1A. Tony is going to fill in just fine, even though you said that he said he knew no Bruce Springsteen, which shocks me. So this is the video that your wife sent me, a 1 minute clip.
Oh, okay, good.
Let's see. Okay.
Let me just get you moving, Steve.
All right, Tony's doing the overhead hand clap.
Sit down, lady.
Oh, I love how you're acting it out.
Oh, yeah. I got to tell you.
I was walking in. He was what? We're doing the same hand motion.
No question, Steve. This would have been you and I up there, except you would have known the words.
But all he kept talking about glory days. All right, I see Maitland there in the foreground. She's singing along. You got her.
Yeah. How do you not rock to this?
Yeah.
Speedball by ya. I think that was the crowd singing Glory Days right there, too.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Man.
I hope we don't get a copyright strike for that.
Oh, we might.
From Cara Fun or whatever the karaoke track
I have to tell you,
company is.
I told you I blacked out, and I don't remember that. I mean, I remember doing it. I don't remember any of the specifics. So let me tell you an honest-to-goodness postscript on that. Damn it, I sounded good.
I thought so, too. I was just about to give you a grade.
Like, I'm not a singer. I don't comfortably sing. I sing in the car because if you don't sing in the car, that's the first sign of being a sociopath.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If you don't sing in the car, I'll post it on the poll as well. So that's my only experience. But hearing that back, I'm fine with that effort.
Do you want a grade right now?
Yeah. This is the type of tough love. Okay. Give it to me straight, Steve. I am ready for the honest review. Now, listen, you've worked in the radio industry.
Yeah.
You've had musicians, on your program where you've had to lie right to their face, okay, and tell them that they're good. Or this next hit's going to be huge.
Yeah, this is the one, guys. This is going to get you on tour with Megadeth.
So let me see if I'll be able to judge the BS as you give me an honest grade on my musical effort.
I thought that you and Tony sounded amazing.
Thank you.
I actually replied to your wife's text. I'm going to read it word for word. I said, the harmonies, the dancing, amazing, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Now, that obviously is not the official rating that I'm going to give you. So I'm going to give you, I was so impressed with this. I think that you deserve a solid C-.
Hey! I'm thrilled with it. C- for a guy who the last time he took... Listen, I was in choir in 4th grade. Okay? And I would bet, if I went back and looked at my grades at choir in 4th grade...
Yeah.
It'd probably hover right around a C-.
I mean, look, you have more musical experience than me, as we talked about on this podcast before. I opted out of music class in elementary school.
The only guy in New Jersey proper... to opt out using some, I forget what the excuse even was.
I don't know.
Because you really didn't want to sing.
No, I got a second art class.
And that didn't work either.
I mean, I was a little artistic for a while.
Oh, when was the last time you drew?
I doodle from time to time.
I was going to say, when was the last time you busted out the easel?
Like colored pencils.
Yeah, and the water paints or whatever you call them.
Yep.
And you drew a tree. My goodness.
Well, I'm proud of you.
We did miss you, by the way. It would have been a delight to be. I forget what song you and I sang 3 years ago.
I feel like we did.
It had to be some Springsteen.
Didn't we do Santa Claus is Coming to Town? But it was April.
Yeah, well, it was obviously April. It was a ton of fun. Thank you to Timmy and to Chris for organizing it, whatever they do. They had little, like the placards you see when you go to restaurants on the table.
They fit in so well that I didn't even notice them because I assumed it was for the restaurant / bar that we were at. Oh. But every one of them on our table had a podcast reference.
Yes.
They had QR codes to scan to go to our merch page.
It was outstanding to see that last night. It was a lot of fun. You had a coworker show up.
Oh my God. At one point I looked down at the table and I'm just kind of looking around and out of nowhere, We Love Talking About the Eggs jumped out at me.
Oh, there was We Love Talking About the Eggs. There was the SS Eddie Fitz with the skull and crossbones. It was fantastic.
Like the billboard artwork.
Yes.
Proud to make your ears our home.
Oh man, it was really cool to see. Had a ton of fun with everybody who came out. Everyone's significant others who had no discernible opinion on this podcast one way or another, but they're being dragged to this event by their significant others.
So we're going there for what?
For who? And you don't know if they're going to be there or when. And when does karaoke start?
And we showed up in the manch.
Yes, we did. We showed up.
I believe. Let's see. It was Tony and Aaron.
Yeah,
they heard that I had driven the manch.
No, they heard the manch.
Yeah, maybe
very loud.
So
as it tears around
we
the
walked
corners
out in the parking lot. They were both very complimentary of the manch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, you got to ride in it. No. Come on now. You said you gave me possibly the highest compliment that you've ever given me.
Yeah.
When you said, this is the second time I've been in the manch.
Yeah.
And I smell a lot less like gas than the first time.
It was 100% reduction in gasoline smell, where I believe I threw clothes away the one time I've ridden in the manch. Because there was no way we were getting that out.
It wasn't really riding that smooth back then.
There's going to be, I took a few videos. There's at least one video I'll be posting on our social media. You're going to have to follow that, Steve and Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky. Some of them allow length videos, some of them don't. So make sure you're check these out. Of when you pulled up in the driveway in the manch.
Did you get any while we were like in motion on the highway or anything?
No, I did not. I did not. But just a pure delight. Like I mentioned, one of your coworkers showed up with a friend last night to hang out, sing some songs. And that, Steve, is where I have some beef with you today.
You have beef with me because one of my coworkers showed up.
I don't work with this coworker.
Okay.
And now that she showed up, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Everybody was welcome there.
Maitland is always very supportive.
By the way, very busy bar last night. Like I looked at my wife and I said, everything in here is identical to when we were here 3 years ago. I don't think they've replaced a chair.
Nope.
And this place is as packed as I can imagine it being.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable.
I mean, they're probably there for us, right?
I'm not going to take the credit, but I think if you and I go back, which I think I mean to go back because I left one of my 3D printed trinkets there.
That's a whole other thing we gotta get to.
That I think they'd say like, thanks guys for coming. I mean, that was like a, I don't want to be too over complimentary to us, but like a 200% increase in population there. It was probably safe.
Well, I just assumed that for every person that was there for the podcast that came up to us and said, hey, we're here for the podcast get together, there were probably 6 to 8 people that were too nervous to come up to us. So I'm going to say that we're responsible for 80 to 95% of the people in there.
No question, Steve. So that's where the gripe comes back, Steve.
Okay.
Because...
All right. So you're mad at me for something my coworker did after I left and had zero control over. Got it. Okay. This seems very justified.
So I get home, and as I'm scrolling social media after what I think is just a lovely night out, I see some posts that you're tagged in.
Oh, yeah.
I see. Not Steve. 3D printing mini Edmund Fitzgeralds for idiot karaoke.
Oh, boy. Is that what got you?
2 things. And I will let you determine how minor they are.
Okay. Yeah.
Steve didn't print any of those trinkets. Okay? That was me.
I mean, technically, my the printer is in my premises.
Absolutely.
So, what is it?
Possession is 9/10
of the law.
Right.
And the other 10th is the electrical source, which is also mine. So 10 tenths is...
So then like a shred of a leftover is me. Okay. Neither here nor there. Idiot karaoke.
Which
is a decided... That's a choice. Because that had nothing to do with the side gig.
What?
And that's just another instance of you and I getting trampled by the big guy.
Well, maybe in Maitland's defense, maybe she truly thought everyone there was an idiot. You ever think about that?
There you have it. Chris, John, Rick, everybody who showed up.
Aaron.
Maitland.
How good were those waffle cookie
Oh,
things,
just
by
a
the way?
delight. Just a delight.
So good.
Thank you, everybody who came out. That was a load of fun. All things considered, as long as I'm in town and we're around, no reason I wouldn't want to do this again next year, be a part of it next year. That was a lot of fun.
Now, was this referred to as the third annual?
I believe that number was off, unless they took a year off as well.
Yeah, it should have been the fourth.
Right. You and I
were
went
there for the first.
in 2023.
Who did not show up for 2 years.
Yeah. But I also wonder if they may have not have done it one of those. I don't know.
Maybe.
Either way, it was the third or fourth annual. Second time you and I have been there. But that was a delight. Had a great time. Thanks to everybody who came out, said hello. We're not out and about as like a pair doing these things often, so that was really fun to see.
If you happen to be one of the lucky 12 people that received a mini 3D printed Eddie Fitz, hold on to those. They're going to be worth nothing.
Yeah, no, those are penniless. You could just find the print yourself and print it.
But it was very exciting when we took a cup of water, and I believe that Tony posted a picture of it, and I think Maitland might have posted a picture or video of it too. I dropped it into a cup of water. Mm-hmm. That baby didn't split up.
No.
It didn't capsize.
Until you had a little bit weight. I don't know, about 26,000 tons more.
Yeah.
Than it weighed empty. You know, Steve, I mentioned to you this off air that like last night for me used to be an event that had I known karaoke was on, I would have said immediately, no, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Because the NFL draft day 2 was on. So not even first round draft picks. But this used to be up until recently, like the event of the off season for football for me. And I would I would mark out the time, tell the kids, the family, leave me be. I've got to see who's going number 8 to the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, you put on all your jerseys.
Yep.
All 32 of them.
Yep. Over the top of one another to be a fan of them.
So first pick is up. You got that jersey's on top. Now it gets a little complicated when they start trading picks and everything. Yes. Then you got to take them off and reorder them. But yeah, that was a big thing.
I that was my life up until very recently, and so I thought about that this morning again when we sat down here, and I thought, man, you know how nice that is now for me to not be that involved or care that much about these multi-billion-dollar franchises who couldn't care less about me. Yeah. Like it's a very nice way to live. And I didn't know what it was like until recently.
Yeah.
So when you told me last night that, and I apologize for getting the verbiage, that either you're becoming a sports fan or you are going to some sports event.
No, I feel like we've kind of swapped roles here.
No. Am I going to have you start shouting about quarterback play in the third quarter of week 7 of an NFL game?
No, but I'm here to tell you that I've watched more sports in the last 3 days than I've watched. I don't even know. Months maybe.
Let me go through because I sports bet. Okay, I sports bet every day.
Yeah.
I know there's NBA playoffs. Mm-hmm. There's NHL playoffs. Mm-hmm. Like I said, the NFL draft. I don't think that's for you. I don't think you're back watching random, April baseball for the Phillies. I know Brother Mike is. Mm-hmm. I know Brother Mike's invested. He's probably watching the draft last night on one screen. He's probably got the Philadelphia Phillies on the other.
Yep.
So let me take a guess, because you have a bit of a history. Were you watching the NHL playoffs?
You're GD right. The Broad Street Bullies, baby.
So you are back on the Philadelphia Flyers.
I've watched 3 games in the last 4 days.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you clearing the house out saying hey, get the Peppa Pig over with, 7:30's puck drop. Okay? Line 1 tonight. Goalie 1. We're going up. We need to go up 2-1 tonight, kids. That's been you around here?
Yeah. For the last couple of years, I've noticed the itch. Man, I used to love watching hockey games. I remember I'd watch every Flyers game.
Yeah.
When I was growing up. Ended up working for the NHL for a year, which was an absolute disaster.
Do you think that affected why you didn't care about hockey for the last 20 years?
Might have been. Might have had something to do with it.
Steve and his big boy job, trucking into the big city every day for a job, and then realizing after a week.
Still don't know what my job responsibilities actually were. So for the last couple of years, I've been feeling that itch. Like, man, I'd love to sit down and watch a hockey game. And so I finally did maybe almost a week ago at this point. I sat there and I watched the entire Flyers game, Pittsburgh and the Flyers, game 1.
The whole thing.
Whole thing.
Now, hockey games run, what are those? Because all the other sports seem to be focused on making their game quicker and more efficient.
A couple hours.
I don't think hockey's done a single thing different. It's still 20-minute periods.
Yeah.
When the puck stops, the clock stops. And then how long? 12-minute intermissions? 15-minute intermissions? 20? Jeez,
I think.
That's an hour just to intermissions.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 maybe. I don't know. But,
you're over 2 hours and you're watching the whole thing.
The whole thing. And I think I'm back on board with watching hockey games all the time now. I'm disappointed that tonight I won't be able to watch the Flyers game where they're playing. They could win the series tonight against Pittsburgh, sweep them. They're up 3-0 in the series.
Just feels extra nice too when it's Sidney Crosby.
Oh my God! Yes.
You just want
Yes.
He's the one of the guys in sports that I want nothing good to happen to anymore.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it. He's never done anything to me.
He's just a very nice person.
Yeah, I don't know, just a kid phenom, and then it hits that crescendo where you're like, hey, I think I kind of hate him now.
Yeah.
And you can't just swing that pendulum all the way back.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm disappointed I'm going to miss the game tonight. I'm thinking
You sure?
that while I'm sitting up on stage at the side gig, I might have like the iPad kind of tucked off to the side showing the Flyers game. So I got a feed of it.
Because it feels like you're doing yourself a disservice by watching 3 and missing the possible eliminator in full, like you said. That's it's well over 7 hours of content you've watched
Right.
Of ice hockey, and so to now miss the big one. I'm glad you brought this up today.
Okay.
Because I'm here for you.
All right.
I don't have anything going tonight. I don't think. I think I'm free. Okay.
Not gonna. I don't know. Maybe come downtown.
You know what? I apologize. I have a volleyball game to go to tonight.
Oh, what?
Yeah, professional volleyball, Steve.
Oh,
you guys are competing with that?
Oh, good job finding good luck finding parking tonight.
Ah, dang it! And Lord knows I'm not using yours ever again. Not even asking. Never bringing that up again. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. You got a big thing. You got to be up there. You got your puppeteer thing, your marionette strings. You guys got to go up there. I'm guessing you got.
It's a puppet show.
Yeah.
That might be the most offensive.
It's so funny to me. The idea that like your opener comes out, it's just a guy holding a marionette, like a little Pinocchio.
It's like not even Jeff Dunham level.
It's literally someone who started a couple of weeks ago. You can see his hands doing all the work.
Hey, I'm Mark.
Oh, here, I'll post that in the poll. Should the opener to Steve's side gig live show be a newbie puppeteer? I am here to assist.
Okay.
So while the guy's pulling the strings on Pinocchio, and while you're back there like organizing the piles of feces that get thrown at each other at the audience, I'm assuming it's like a Gallagher show.
Yes.
Front row's got the
look, man. There has to be certain amounts of feces in certain piles.
Right. It's not easy. I don't want any part of that responsibility.
Guys, I said 10 pounds in pile 2.
Is that the elephant or is that the hippo? Come on. Like, you guys have standards. I get it.
Yeah.
While that's all going on, do you need me, dear friend Kyle, to give you, I wouldn't say play-by-play, because you don't need to hear like...
Yes, I would love play-by-play.
Number 17 just checked number 6, but with no teams. So it could be 17 from the Flyers, could be 17 from the Penguins.
So basically, you're going to be giving color commentary, but without the play-by-play.
Better yet.
So
how about I send you audio notes every like 5 minutes, like a brief recap of the recent 5 minutes.
So I'm getting color commentary, but not the play-by-play. So you're going to be basically, I'm going to be getting a text that says like, "Ooh, heck of a hit! Oh, he's been known for that his whole career."
There is nothing, and again, I don't mean this disparagingly. It's going to sound disparaging.
Oh boy,
to color commentators. That job's a joke.
Yeah,
like they're.
Well, there's a reason that it's always the former athlete.
It's always because they're dumb. It's because they're very dumb.
Back when I played, we didn't do that.
That's the problem with what color commentary is. It's always like the old guy. It's not like a guy who retired a year or two ago who knows about the modern sport, whether it be hockey, baseball, it doesn't matter. But it's so noticeable in a lot of sports, and hockey refuses to let go of its old guys.
Yeah.
When they didn't wear helmets on the ice.
Yeah.
Right?
The nice thing, though, I would say that hockey has probably progressed the least.
No question.
Like baseball and football, you have video reviews and all of that.
Like pace of play, like we talked about, nothing's changed in that regard either.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that's changed noticeably in the last however many years has been they made icing, which for, again, people who don't understand hockey, it's when you launch the puck from one blue line past the other blue line.
Yeah.
The next time the next time a person would touch that puck, they would stop the clock. I don't know the reason for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It was called icing. They changed. The big change in hockey was they made that no touch. So the clock would just stop when that would happen.
As soon as it crossed the line.
Like, just trying to put that in perspective, baseball now has video replay challenges when you tap your helmet. Football, you can see the rubber pellets fly out from the glass on video review. They're talking about putting chips in balls. The big thing hockey's done is put a blue streak behind a puck for TV.
Oh, the Fox Tracks laser puck.
And make icing no touch. So yeah, it's a bit older, but the color commentators, well out of their depth in terms of, like, they don't add anything to the game or the event anymore. Boy, I could do that job.
So acknowledging that it's pointless.
Yeah.
But also saying you want to do it.
No, I not want to. I'm saying I could. Like, I could offer similar contributions to what, and I'm only using this because it's a local guy, Mickey Redmond on the Detroit Red Wings, who hasn't played in 50 years, offers during those broadcasts, which is mostly at this point, after being an employee of the team for 50 years, mostly, being a homer and being perturbed when things aren't good happen against your team.
Okay, so maybe we do a play-by-play broadcast.
I need to find it. Might still be on your old radio station website.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl play-by-play. Again, I had to leave my Super Bowl party I was at as an unpaid intern to go upstairs to a quiet room to record like 10 minutes of play-by-play to put on the website for the side gig. All the interns did it.
That we probably played 30 seconds of.
Yeah,
and beat the crap out of you for 15 minutes.
I would be shocked if it made air. Shocked. And that was my goal, by the way. When I sat down, I said, I'm going to make this as dull as possible.
Right.
Like, that's the point. Like, I don't want to be made fun of. I also don't want them to make me feel like I did a good job, because then what? What am I going to think I'm going to be a play-by-play guy? No, none of that's going to happen. So
you didn't want false hope.
We should do that. Maybe you and I need to get together for one of these Flyers games coming up. And I would admit, hockey, my least intelligible sport in terms of like the minutia, right? But maybe you and I sit down for 10 minutes and you do what you think is comfortable for the play-by-play portion, and I will chime in with old head hockey guy color commentary to contribute.
Okay. I love it. And we'll sit here. We can stream the game.
Yeah.
We could stream it. So
this will be a second round game. They're up 3-0. I would assume that the Flyers are going to advance.
Got to be a weekend, obviously.
Shouldn't be a problem. I don't see any reason that you and I wouldn't be able to make this happen for 15 minutes out of our day.
Okay. Are you going to do any prep work?
No. I don't even know who's on the Flyers.
You're not going to look at the roster?
While we're doing it, I'll have the roster pulled up. Like, I'll have a split screen. So I'll have the roster like with some stats included. And then like the play-by-play of the game. So because a lot of times watching on the TV is a little bit hard. I don't have a spotter. So anybody not familiar with the people doing it for television and radio, they'll have somebody standing right next to them that when so-and-so scores a goal, or in football, if they make a tackle or an interception, if you it's still hard to see. They'll have somebody pointing on the chart with that player's name and
number 6 or whatever.
We won't have that here.
No.
So I would like just a side-by-side on my computer. I'm very confident that I could get this done, that I could do this. And you would think that it's like a lower level hockey broadcast. Like, it's fine. He's not adding anything because they don't add anything. But let me ask you, as you dive back into your Flyers fandom.
Yeah.
Because I was taken aback, I think it was a year ago. I think the video is on our social media. I'll see if I can find that as well. Of when you came down with like an old soccer penny, or was it hockey jersey that you had like wore as a kid and you've now brought to 4 different homes?
Oh, that was my my Jersey City roller hockey jersey.
And for some reason you're still trucking that around.
It's still in there.
Yeah. So as you dive back into your fanhood, have you been looking at, God, you know what? Maybe I need to get another Flyers jersey.
I do want to get one.
Steve, I have recently dove back in.
Yeah.
To the Chinese knockoff jersey game.
Oh, man. If you could find me an Eric Lindros Flyers jersey.
I'll have one for you here in, after customs, probably 8 to 12 weeks. But it's only going to cost you like $26.
So about 11 weeks after I forget about my newfound hockey fandom.
For next season, that Eric Lindros jersey is going to crush.
Yeah. Yeah, I need it. Obviously, big 88. I need that jersey.
Eric Lindros, I can get you a Lindros throwback. Mm-hmm. The orange, right? With the big C, or do you want the black and white?
I do like the black jerseys.
The black jersey is nice so it's all black, white C, black flyer with a thin white outline. Mm-hmm. The black or the orange for you, or the white.
How
black,
much you
orange,
got?
or white for $33.
$33.
Yep. And again, this is when a lady named Jenna, who's in the middle of China, decides that's literally her name, prints this and mails it to you. I've been waiting for one of my Tigers jerseys for, I think it got, the last update was April 18. I think it's on an airplane.
There's no way that thing's on an airplane. That's on a boat.
That's also very true. There's no way that they're paying to ship this thing over in any cargo. But no, I wouldn't say reputable. It is a.
Can you send me the link to that? I want to see how it looks. You know what?
I will. I'll send that to you right now because I'd like to see you get back in the game. I would like to see your wife's reaction because that was my next question to you. Mm-hmm. As you sit down tonight, not tonight, but as you sit down, whatever it was, Thursday night, the last game was, and she's used to you going over to YouTube and saying, all right, what truck videos you want to watch tonight? And then her going and acting like she's pouring water, but it's really a bottle of wine into her cup because she has to listen to another night of wrench and talk on the YouTube. Mm-hmm. What is the reaction like when she sees you flip on the Turner Network to catch Flyers Penguins game 1, 2, or 3?
To my surprise, she was in full support of this.
Well, I would assume like it's also nice to see your spouse, someone you care about and live with, like care about something, right? Like that maybe they feel like they may have lost. Like it'd be like the equivalent of me turning on the Power Rangers again. Would my wife be a little bit alarmed? Probably.
Yeah. I don't know if she'd be probably not as supportive.
Oh, really?
But
the Mega Morphin Power Rangers again tonight, huh?
You're sitting there. Obviously, you have the biggest bowl of popcorn.
Yeah, we're going to get 3 episodes in tonight. Shoveling it into my face.
You got your like uniform or your costume on.
That Rita sure is a witch, huh? Go, Tommy!
So we had actually had a conversation like maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, because neither of our kids have shown any interest whatsoever in like playing team sports.
Sure. What you're doing, you're shuttling to ballet practice at this point.
Ballet and cheerleading. So I guess that's the closest.
And Nicky B is he's like 6 now.
Nope, he will be 4 in June again.
Right there, I'm right there. I think next year would be the first time you could, if you want to sign him up for T-ball.
There is zero chance that he will ever be interested.
You don't think even if you sign him up and bring him there?
Nope.
Give it a whirl?
Nope. As of right now, Nicky B, when we ask him, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
He gets pissed and he says, nothing. And everything that we bring up, like there are some kids in the neighborhood that are every single day from the time they get home from school until like dinner time, they're out playing roller hockey.
Okay.
In their driveway.
Neighborhood roller hockey, of course.
And he's always looking over there and I'm like, hey buddy, do you want to get a hockey stick and you want to learn how to play hockey? No. Like not just no, but no.
Like wants you to know it's okay to stop asking.
So pissed.
Because he does not care. And again, every kid is different.
Yeah.
And that may change.
Maybe.
But you may just have found the one kid who wants nothing to do, not the one kid, but one of your kids who wants nothing to do with organized athletics or whatever.
Yeah. Nicky will be our unhammered nail.
Do they have like a group bulldozing, like with Tonka trucks.
That
maybe,
he'd be on board with.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like maybe that's your avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
He's going to be the guy that excavates his basement with little mini RC excavators.
Yeah. You're going to see Nicky B YouTube in 10 years of him with like Hot Wheels tracks that go like a quarter mile all throughout your house with different spots that launch it faster. So the kids aren't interested. So you sit down, you're digging through because you don't have your throwback Eric Lindros 88 with the C on it. So you obviously bring out your roller hockey jersey to show support. And you said Annette thought that was nice.
Yeah, she was on board because we had the conversation a little while ago where she said, well, maybe they'd be more interested in doing these activities or participating in sports because we don't watch any sports here other than like during the football season. We don't watch any, like you're never going to walk in and see just a baseball game playing on TV or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought maybe if I turn on a hockey game, they'll actually be interested. Evelyn sat down and watched like maybe 20 minutes of a game with me.
Okay.
And I was a little disappointed though, because I said to her, I was like, well, we're rooting for the guys in the orange and the white jerseys. And she said, what's their name? I said, the Flyers.
And she asked you, what's that mean? Because that's the natural reaction.
No. She was like, okay. But
there's
she
nobody
said,
flying on the jersey, Dad.
But she said, what team are they playing? And I said, the Penguins. And she said, ooh, I like Penguins. And I said, you do not like Penguins.
You're going to like sleeping on the stoop tonight.
Yeah, you hate Penguins. In fact, you kill Penguins.
It's funny you mentioned that because Reed thinks it's very funny when we'll have whoever it may be, the Lions, the Pistons, whoever is on the TV, to actively root for the other team to try to make me upset.
No.
But it was a week ago, and it was, as you know, because it was a big event in your house as well. It was WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Which
they had the ramp, right?
It wasn't curved. Why do it? Why do it at that point? And it was on the house. I didn't make a point. Wrestling's been kind of in a bad... I haven't watched it on a regular basis in many years at this point. I'll still tune in for WrestleMania, but it's also hard to find. You now need an ESPN subscription, which I have, but I don't have it through YouTube TV. All of these, they're making it unnecessarily hard in all sports, as people understand and know in their own day-to-day lives. Too hard to watch and be a fan of.
Yeah, a little difficult.
But I find it, I have it, so I turn it on, and it's the second night, and the first night, miserable. Like, it's honestly one of the worst big wrestling shows possible. The results suck. Nothing makes sense. It's just a bore.
Is it safe to say that they should have not gone to 2 nights? They should have had one good night instead of 2 like okay nights?
The thing is, they're trying to include as many of their wrestlers as possible who feel like they need to put them on the biggest stage that they do every year. Mm. And when they did it on one night, these shows were going like 8 hours long. Oh, and not just the crowd's tired. The people at home don't want to stick around. It's just too long of a night. So I figured, well, we charge attendance for 2 nights. We're doubling that revenue line, whatever. Mm. So it works for them. And I enjoy it just because, hey, it's done by like 10:30 or 11. And I don't have to, I haven't been there since 4 p.m.
Right.
But it just wasn't a very good night. And I think that was a pretty consensus among the internet. So the second night, I turned it on, but I had to take the dogs for a walk, and I was doing a shower. We ate late, all these things, so it was just on. And I get a text while I'm walking the dogs, like, when you come home, Reed is rewinding this. He is watching this ladder match like it's the best thing he's ever seen in the world. Like, he's jumping up and down, cheering for people. He doesn't even know their names, Steve.
Right.
So then I have to come home and sit down, and they rewind it to the start of the ladder match. And she goes, wait, this part, you got to see this part. And watching that, Joy, that's like me watching wrestling as a kid.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's like me as a 7-year-old not understanding why Stone Cold Steve Austin spraying a beer truck at people in the ring.
Sure.
But it's there, and that was so cool to see. I was like, I think he'd love to see it in person. Mm-hmm. I need to take him next time there's an event in town to go see this.
Are we going back?
I'm thinking you need to bring your kids, maybe just Evelyn though, to a hockey game.
I mean, we brought them to a couple different baseball games at the minor league ballpark.
Yeah.
Don't know if they even noticed that there was a baseball game going on.
Reed's played baseball for 4 years. I can safely say that 20 times we've taken him to the local minor league baseball team, he's seen a total of 4 innings of baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's walk around. It's buy food.
Yeah.
It's go through the shop. It's the same stuff. It's never going to change. It's I want a ball. How can I get a ball? It's that thing for kids. And baseball is kind of known for that because it's more of a meandering game. It's not fast paced. There's not parts where it's like, hey, if you miss this, you miss everything. You don't know when that spot's going to be.
All right, so I got to take both kids to a hockey
But
game?
to a big one. Like, you can't go to the local one.
Okay.
You got to take it. So I'm talking, get them in the car, 2.5 hours, pay $40 to park, $80 for food, $350 on the tickets.
Oh boy, this is sounding really, really...
And then at 11 p.m., drive your 4-year-old and the 6-year-old home.
All the way back.
All the way back.
Oh, boy.
And tell yourself you had a great time. And you'll do it again next.
And it takes me 4 days to recover from it.
Yeah, physically and mentally, you're now a broken man for the following week.
I don't know if we're going to do that. Maybe I'll just take them over to the cul-de-sac next door and watch 2 little kids skate around there and tell them it's a professional game or something.
Now, they're not coming to the puppet show tonight, are they?
No, they are not.
They're not welcome at the puppet show, is what I heard.
Well, that's not exactly.
So, I think you need to go upstairs when we're done here and make it a point. And you sit down in that and you have a talk with her and you say, listen, this isn't going to happen by accident. So I need you at 7 p.m. or whatever time this thing starts to have on that network with the Flyers. And you tell those 2 kids to sit down and shut up and watch Daddy's hockey team because his happiness is going to depend on it.
Amen.
Because there's a fine line between being a sports fan and sports affecting your life in a positive and negative light.
Yeah.
And for the better part of 37 years, mine was the latter.
Yeah. I need them to toe the line.
Yeah. It's hard. And for you, you've always done sports the right way. Like, I think most people should envy the way you've been able to be a fan of sports because it has never been like life or death. I remember like having to go take, this is how long ago it was, like excessively long bike rides. I was so mad at the result of a Lions game, right? Because I was like 14. And they lost it. And I remember they lost to the Oakland Raiders in a terrible fashion. And I thought, I don't know if I'll ever emotionally recover from this loss. In a lifetime of Detroit Lions losses, that's the one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's been a lot.
There's been a lot. So I envy the way you're able to look at sports. So I need you to raise at least one like me and one like you. One who's like life and death. Like
which one would it be though? It's so difficult to.
I don't know if
to try and
gets
project
upset
that.
or super involved in anything. And like you said, Nikki B doesn't want to be anything when he grows up.
She does get upset, and it's over the stupidest things.
Oh,
obviously,
isn't it always?
She's a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to pick.
Like you're closer at this point to having Nikki B living with you when you're 80.
He's already
like caring about sports.
He's
right?
already told us that. I said, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" Nothing. Well, how are you gonna like live? Where are you gonna live? How are you gonna make money? I'm gonna live with Mama.
Oh boy! Notice who wasn't involved in that equation.
Right? Yeah, because I'm kicked out to the shed.
Dad, I built a garage for a reason. Go live there.
Put a hammock up there, loser.
Like the idea you're being shoved out by your current 4-year-old.
Yeah, like he's already got plans for me.
Oh man, that is a delight. Just outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait. Listen. I'll keep you updated tonight. I'll be at the big volleyball match down the street.
Okay.
I'll give a couple honks as I drive by the carnival.
Sure.
Where you guys are doing the puppet show.
Boy, I think I'm going to order this jersey, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's great. She's great, by the way.
Jenna 2021.
Jenna 2021. Trust me, it's going to feel like it's a scam. It's not.
The regular price, $99.
By the way, it's also not. Like, if you go to the NHL shop, that regular price is like $260 for a legit jersey. So
special price, $33. Does that include shipping?
You familiar with DHgate, Steve? You ever heard of DHgate, the website?
No.
Oh, it's like one of those, like, it's not Temu, but it's similar. She was so big for DHgate, she made her own website. Apparently, must have been 2021, is my guess. So yeah,
you've really followed her career.
I searched last month because I really want a Tigers jersey.
Yeah.
And I was refusing to pay the Tigers jersey prices. And so I searched what's the best Chinese knockoff jersey website. I bring it to you today. My my bathtub of knowledge is now yours.
Do you have any experience, like, in hand yet with this website?
Yeah. I have a jersey on order.
But you don't have anything that you've actually held with your hands yet?
It supposedly was on an airplane April 18th.
Again,
How long do airplanes take to get here?
Pretty quick.
So 7 days?
That's on a boat.
Probably on a boat.
Probably a barge, if I had to guess.
Yeah, boy, do you think, are they taking like a shortcut through the Strait of Hormuz? You think that's where I'm stuck?
I might be held up for a little bit.
Can I make a call? Anybody in politics, can you get the boat with my jersey on it through the strait so I can get that thing before the end of the baseball season?
Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. All right, well, I think I'm going to place an order.
Yeah, do it.
For a size large.
Let me tell you how fun that's going to be, because you're going to feel like you're getting scammed because you don't pay for anything on that website, and then they email you for PayPal details.
Oh, that's shady.
It works. There are
Again,
thousands of people.
You don't know that it works yet.
No, there are thousands of
bots,
posts. Boy, maybe. Well, worst case, you're out $33, right?
All right, at Stephen Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
and all your personal information.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Are we going to post the video of you doing the yoke?
I think I'll try to get, if my wife took video, I'm guessing she has a longer one. I don't know. I will try to get see what she has, and I'll post the Yoki videos. I'll get the video of the Comanche rolling up into the neighborhood. You'll be able to hear that thing from 4 houses down from wherever you have it on your phone playing. All that content will be up. I'm going to try to find, there's pictures and videos from that people have posted as well. So,
all right.
Keep an eye out this week on our social media, because that was a super fun night. If you missed out, you should make it a point to try to join us next year.
All right. Talk to you next week. See ya.